Hey guys, what is up? Hope everybody has been having a great day. We are here at playing the Cigar 09 at Dove Mountain Golf Club. And before you guys do anything, please do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. It really does motivate me to keep making good content for you guys. And it really is nice to see that you guys are enjoying the content. So, gonna be a really fun 9. Dove Mountain Golf Club's a beautiful course with 27 holes. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so on to hole 1, 470 yards. Pretty much straight away. Gonna be going ahead and going with the 2-iron here, right at that bunker. Those bunkers are about 320, and we should set ourselves up with about a 150-yard shot left into the pin. So not a bad shot here, just a bit left in the left rough. Got 171 yards left. Pin is in the back left shelf. Don't know if you can see that. But I'm gonna go with a 9-iron and just take a little bit off of it and put it in the right center part of the green. So a really well played shot here. You guys can see how tucked that pin is. And that's a really good lesson. You know, a lot of times courses that are pretty tough like this course is, they'll tuck the pins and try to get you to go for them, and if you miss just a little bit, you're screwed. So it's a really good way to play, especially on some of the holes where it's really good just to make a 4 and get out of there. So we got about a 25-30 footer, a bit down the hill. See if we can roll it in. All right, so that was a pretty solid 2-putt there. Pretty good 4. That was a tough hole. So now we're on to the second hole, 560-yard par 5. And you'll be taking a 2-iron right at that big cactus right there and try to play a little bit of a draw. Shouldn't have much more than 250 left. It's a pretty good shot here. Just got it over these bunkers, about 295-yard shot. We got 257 to the pin, just like I thought I would have roughly. And given the fact that I've been hitting a lot of flyers and it's a bit of an elevated condition right now, gonna go ahead with the 6-iron here. If it's short, that's okay. And if I catch a flyer, it should definitely get there. So let's see if we can take a good shot. All right, so about 25 yards short here. Caught it with a bit of spin and a bit of a headwind, so got up in there, but not a bad leave really. Gonna try flies about 25 yards. Gonna go ahead and use a 58-degree wedge. Try to get it up onto the fringe and just let it release up to the pin. So see if we can hit it close. Well, that was a tough one, honestly. Pretty shocked that ball didn't start rolling back down that slope. I actually dropped the ball about a foot further down and it rolled all the way to like 3 feet from the pin. Made a pretty good putt there, honestly. Just didn't quite break in enough. But moving on, hole 3, 205-yard par 3. Hitting a 7-iron and just gonna put it just right at that pin. Should set us up with a birdie putt. Well, pull this one left and not a lot of room. So I'm gonna take my 62-degree wedge and really go for this one. See if I can put some spin on it and just get it right over that second bunker and just try to hold that plateau. There's a plateau about 4 feet past the pin that will definitely cause the ball to roll down. So just gonna have to hit a great shot. So let's see if we can do it. So not my best hole there. I left that in a spot that was just dead. Nothing really I could do about that. So now on hole 4, about a 390-yard par 4. You can see the bunker complex out there. I'm gonna be hitting a 4-iron just short of that main bunker. Should leave me about 120 left. All right, so really solid shot here. Got 138 left. Pin is tucked in the left corner, so gonna hit a 48-degree wedge, having it come in from the right, and try to get the side spin close to the pin. So really well hit shot here. You guys can actually see when I talked about the side spin, landed it right here and it kicked up here and kind of spun back into the corner. And that's a good lesson. When you guys have a tucked pin, it's really good if you can to hit a shot that works from the safe side and it edges its way towards the pin. That way you can have some side spin and get the ball to kind of keep rolling when it's on the ground closer to the green. So, I mean, sorry, closer to the pin. This might have almost went in. I think it went up there and spun back to there. So in any event, we got about a 7-footer. See if we can roll it in for birdie. All right, well, honestly, that was the putt I wanted to hit and just broke a little more than I thought it would. And that was a pretty bumpy green, so just tough lip out, but I made a good roll, so I'm not too upset about it. You can't really control much more than that. So now on hole 5, I don't know if this is a tee box. I'm pretty sure it is. It's obviously not marked, but from here, it's 510 yards, par 4. And so I figured I'd just play from back here. And I'm gonna hit driver, starting it at that cactus right there with a baby draw. That's a really solid tee shot here. Only 143 yards left, so that was about a 380-yard drive. Really felt like that. Just really felt good. Really smooth swing, really tight draw. So 143 left, pins in the front. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with a pitching wedge and just kind of hit another easy swing in there and just go right at it. So see if we can hit it close. All right, so I hit it right at the pin, just a little bit too much distance here, probably flew it about 6 yards too far, but it was right at it, and that was a really good feeling shot. So we got about a 40 footer down the hill. So let's see if we can cozy it up on close or even make it. Alright guys, so that was a really good 4. Definitely made that as hard of a hole as I could, but I think it's good to do that kind of stuff. Really challenges you, makes you have to be sharp, and yeah, I really hit 4 quality shots in that hole, so pretty solid there. Now in hole 6, 181 yard par 3. See the pin hanging right over that bunker. Got a slight helping breeze. I'm just gonna hit a 9-iron, bring it in from the right, and aim for the right center of the green, and should set ourselves up with a birdie putt. All right, so that was a fantastic shot right there. You can see landed pretty much stiff right next to the pin. The only thing I would change about that was I did miss my spot a little bit. I got a little close to hitting it into this bunker or right, and with this green sloping like that, I would have been very much in a position I was in the first par 3 of this 9 where I had no chance. So it was a good shot, and I was aiming for right here actually. And that's a good lesson there, because had I been aiming at the pin, I would have ended up in that bunker, because I did push that a little bit, but because my target gave me a good margin of error, it worked out pretty nicely. So still a pretty good shot. Got about 5.5, 6 feet. See if we can make our 2. All right, so that was an awesome 2. You know, I really loved that stroke. Made a very confident, aggressive stroke, and pretty much poured the putt in center. So that was not an easy hole. So I'm definitely glad to make a 2 there. So on the next hole, I believe hole 7, 480 yard par 4. Gonna be hitting a 1-iron right over the lip of that bunker. It's 290 to cover. So if I hit it decently, I should cover. And that'll also give me a little bit of room on the left and right to miss. So if I hit a good shot here, should have about 160 left, and should be able to attack the screen. All right, so leaked just a bit right, but did just cover this bunker. Missed a little further right than I wanted, so I had to cover a little more, but we did get around it. So we got 166 left, very elevated pin, and it's in the back too. So I'm gonna hit a pitching wedge here. It'll probably come up a little bit short of the pin, but that's okay. I'm fine with just having a 20 footer up the hill. So yeah, just gonna hit make another smooth swing, bring it from the right, and see if we can hit it close. Well, I went long, unfortunately. Pretty shocked that I hit it that far. It was uphill, and really didn't put that much of a move on it. Just kind of was smooth with it, but it must have just jumped a little bit on me. Really wasn't expecting that. So got about a 10-yard chip shot here. See if we can get up and down. All right, so a bit of a tough hole there. I hit the shot I wanted to hit, ball just kind of flew on me, and it's tough up and down. So on hole 8, 570 yard par 5. It's a two-part fairway. You can see the fairway up there, but I'm gonna hit driver in this direction. I believe the second fairway starts at 340, so I should be able to cover that pretty easily, and we should really be able to attack this hole. So see if we can hit a good tee shot. All right, so hit a really good tee shot here. Didn't quite make it to the second fairway, but we were just fine. Hit that about 380 or so. Only have about 175 left. You can see the pin here. So I'm gonna hit a pitching wedge, just go right at it, and see if we can set ourselves up with an eagle putt. Well, as you guys can see, I caught quite the flyer. That went about 215 yards. That ball just went flying off the club face. But we do have plenty of green to work with. And my plan is to hit a 9-iron bump and run, let it right there, and just let it chase on up to the pin. So see if we can hit it close. All right, guys, so now we're on hole 9, last hole of the day, 470-yard par 4. You can see the fairway right there, and there's a second fairway right over this line here, over those cacti. It starts at 340. So we're gonna go ahead and hit driver onto that second fairway. It should leave us a wedge in. So let's send it. All right, so really solid tee shot here. Almost made it back to this fairway, but we are in good shape. 81 yards left. Give me a 50-degree wedge, going right at the pin. Went a bit deep here. Unfortunately, that wind got under ball, kind of got away from me a bit. But we can definitely make this putt. I think this is a very makeable putt, even if it is 40, 50 feet long. So see if we can finish off our round with a bang. Alright guys, well, not a terrible finish there. This is a really enjoyable round. Yeah, really nice 9. Definitely check out Dove Mountain Golf Club if you get the chance. Really pleasure to play all 3 9s. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. That being said, I will see you guys next time.